come to, I hope you don't mind, I'm just recording as well. Okay, I've come to report a crime. I've got all the paperwork here. So the crime I'd like to report is a crime against humanity under Article 71F, torture of the International Criminal Court Act 2001, Statutory Instruments 2001, number 2505. It meets the 5 elements.
Okay, where did this happen then?
It's a live crime at the moment.
Okay, what's taking place then?
So it's systemic, it's state crime. I've got a impact statement for you there. And there are a number of people around the UK that are also reporting this crime. It's all to do with human rights abuse. But it also, under the working with the police lawyer, ex-police lawyer, it has to be reported to the right division within 24 hours under your police law, under the NCRS. We've also got in support, there's a letter there from the 25 Lords Spiritual that agree this is a human rights crime and that it should be dealt with the International Criminal Court, but before that can happen it has to go to SO 15 via referral. So this is my local police station, so that's what I'm doing. Basically it meets the 5 elements. So the perpetrator inflicted severe physical or mental pain or suffering upon one or more persons.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
I don't deny that. I mean, you obviously know your facts.
Little bit.
What I need to know is just the brief circumstances.
So you've got an impact statement there.
The allegation.
Yeah.
What happened, where it happened.
So it's live at the moment. It's live at the moment. It's happened to me and my family. It's happened to.
You're not explaining what happened. What sort of offences are we talking about? Assault?
So it's the torture. Torture, yeah. And it comes under the International Criminal Court Act 2001.
So it's to you and your family?
It's to me and my family and other British civilians, and it's happened widespread in the UK. It's systemic. It's all to do with state failure and so on. So I can assure you it links with all the 5 elements which you've got on the front there. To be honest, it's quite a technical thing. It probably needs, in the police, people that understand the international law and so on. It's probably not your normal complaint. But there is an obligation to the UK state to protect the public safety, which comes under the CPS guidance, which you can see on page 2. You've also got the definition of torture under the Geneva Convention, which comes in and ties in with the Magistrates Act. There's a lot more evidence, but this is started going. We've got potentially 900 cases, of which there's an average of 5 to 15 victims per case. Some have got a few more, some have got less. SO 15 deals with three main crimes. You've got crime against humanity, war crime, genocide. And it comes under Article 1(7)(f), which then aligns with the Rome Statute, which 1998, which comes under the International Criminal Court. And this aligns with the International Criminal Court Act 2001. Which is past statute as in line with British government. It It also comes under the Bill of Rights 1688 and also the liberty of the subject 1354. And also the grant of rights for our friends in Scotland, 1689. You've also got public interest.
So I'm just trying to work out what it is that.
Oh, okay, sorry. The law it also comes under, I can show you there, which might help. Not one you get every day, is it?
Who's the perpetrator?
It's the UK state. So you're talking about the high contracting parties. We've got evidence of knowledge of crime, knowledge of circumstance. It goes up to high senior instances.
What sort of offences?
They're committing the offence of torture under the International Criminal Court Act 2001. You've got the definitions there. I work with other people like an ex-senior police crime commissioner, an ex-senior police lawyer, ex-CID, chartered accountants, top banking professor. And I'm sitting with two other groups on 900 cases. So it's tens of thousands of victims.
So you live at Grove House and Romney Road? Is that
Yeah.
right?
That's right. With Tracy, my partner, is here. This is the UK law there, that's the statute. And you'll find the 5 elements that you see on the front of that document. And that aligns with the Rome Statute, which 1998. And that's 123 states and countries. And you've also got the Geneva Convention in there. It's not your everyday one, is it? Not had that one before. I mean, basically what I need is, have you got a badge number?
Yeah, I'm at 61.
Sorry, so 6,
2101, so that's
sorry, 6, 2,
101.
okay. And so what rank are you? So what's the time now? What's the time? 15:54.
phone number is 07767366639.
Yep. Now the other thing I need under the police rules, which is the National Crime Recording Standard, which comes under the Home Office counting rules, set by the Home Office. The other thing I need to know is under Requirement Guidance, paragraph 3.4. I need to know what is, that this will be recorded within 24 hours.
Just writing it into it.
Okay.
Give you a reference number.
Thank you.
What's your date of birth?
So 18/10/69.
Right, so I need to summarise this because so you are alleging what precisely?
So I have evidence, I've got prima facie evidence of many cases of systemic, widespread attack on British civilians by UK state. And the crime comes under the category of the International Criminal Court Act 2001.
Hang on.
It's all right.
2001, yeah.
Yep, Article 7, bracket 1, bracket F, bracket. And that aligns with the Rome Statute, Article 7, 1F, the crime of torture, which can be mental or physical.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just getting a brief summary of this, because essentially what I am is, if you will, I'm kind of, I suppose, transcribe, probably inquire officer from police, sometimes I'm a receptionist, other times I'm the first person to take details of an allegation, but I don't get involved in the investigation personally, I take the details of the allegation and make sure it's forwarded to the correct.
So who would be the correct person here? Who's in charge of the, who is in charge here?
Who's in charge here? Well, we have a chief inspector here.
Who is your chief inspector? Sorry?
Her surname is Riddick Parra. It's all on the KNZ's website, so R-I-D-E-T-T.
And she's a chief inspector?
District Commander.
District Commander. And what's her badge number?
I don't know at the moment off the top of my head. But her surname is Riddick Parra. So
Okay.
basically, we obviously have a structure here. Principally, the officers that work here are response officers, so they're the ones that answer all the calls from members of the public. We're part of the East Division of Kent Police main station, which is actually Folkestone. And all the investigative wings of our station are not based here, they're based at the station, main business side.
I know you've got the main head office at Maidstone,
Yes, I know.
but you've also got people like Matthew Scott and the crime panel who,
Well, he's the police and crime commissioner.
well, he's also failed under the Police Reform Social Responsibility Act
So,
2011.
what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take a summary of what it is that you're alleging, okay, and then we'll go from there. So,
Probably the simplest thing is if you put down crime against humanity, because that's what it technically comes under. We've also got in prima facie evidence, we've got evidence from many of the victims with medical records and bits like that that show symptoms, PTSD, CPTSD. Some of them are on antidepressants such as Prozac, that sort of thing. But it's basically state crime, which includes some agents of His Majesty's administration. also includes solicitors, judges, and people like that, but we've got the evidence. So it's the International Criminal Court Act 2001. And the part of the act that you want so it's Article 7(1)(f). And that comes under a statutory instrument. Tell me when you're ready.
Article 1 was in brackets, wasn't it?
Yeah, Article 1 is in brackets and F is in brackets. And then you've got torture, which can be physical and mental.
So that, sorry, is torture included in that, or is that part of another?
It's when you read the description about what that article is and that subsection, it comes up with torture, which can be mental or physical. And in the cases we've got, it's both. You've then got statutory instruments. Do you want the statutory instruments? You've got it there, haven't you?
Just to be honest with you, so you're going to have to go through this at some length with an officer.
That's fine.
I wouldn't want you to have to repeat it. I just want to basically.
I mean, what I've been informed is that it should be referred to the relevant place by my local police station within 24 hours under the National Crime Recording Standard, NCRS, and it's under Requirement Guidance, paragraph 3.4. I've got that from an ex-senior police lawyer.
Have you written to us about this before yet, or not?
I've approached Kent Police before. I've approached Matthew Scott, who Matthew Scott acted in malfeasance in public office. You've got other officers that have acted in malfeasance, misfeasance and non-feasance, which I dare say you don't want me to go into, and also your crime panel. The matter has been raised, evidence has been sent to past and present Home Secretaries, the Attorney General and Prime Ministers, including Boris. And the fact that they're not acting on law, the rule of law that they should be, and you've also got the liberty of the subject, 1354, which ties in with the Bill of Rights, 1688. We've also petitioned the King, His Majesty the King, and we gave 60 days notice, and that's all recorded as well.
So you're victims of it as well?
We're victims also, so we've even reported this to Clarence House, to His Majesty King Charles III. So therefore we're now at a stage where we now need to take it further forward, and it now needs to go from our local police, the area that we're in, to SO15 at New Scotland Yard by referral from you guys. That has to happen under your reporting guidance, the NCRS, paragraph 3.4, and that requires them then to deal with it, for which we've set a timer on it of 3 months, which is adequate time for them to get subject matter experts and also experts in international law, because that's what it is. Failure of that, it then allows it to elevate to the International Criminal Court at The Hague under the aligned Rome Statute with the same article 7(1)(f). We've also got, I'm aware of over 50 victims that have attempted suicide. I'm aware of 2 victims that have actually killed themselves over this. One put a rope up in a garage, another one put a hose pipe on his car into the cockpit of the cabin. So you're potentially also looking at manslaughter, gross negligence.
Right, I'm just going to see if we've got an officer that we may or may not have someone available to speak to you right now. I can't say we will. It's obviously.
Would it be easier if I left it with you for now, because there's a lot to digest there?
Well, what I could do is I can make an appointment for someone to speak to you about it. I don't want the papers because.
Well, I need to leave them here because, and if anybody comes out and talks to me, then they need to understand that.
You'll be able to show them to them. Well, I can see if anyone's available to speak to you now.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
As I said, I can't say that there will be. There's no harm in me asking.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
Do you want to take the papers?
Yeah, please do. I mean, they're for here. I've served papers, so.